right. Good evening. Thanks for joining me on this Saturday. It is 11:26. Meteorologist Zach Gilday here, and I'm just hopping on because you might have noticed we have a severe storm watch. Okay, and yeah, a lot of people wondering about Monday. Rachel, yeah, we'll get to that in just a second. But tonight we could be seeing severe storms too. So I don't want to be on here all night because I might have to come on here in a little bit. So right now it's 11:27. This is a live update. Now we could be seeing severe weather impacting the area. I do think after midnight, maybe around 2 o'clock in the morning. But as of right now, I do want to show you the radar right off the bat. So we have a severe storm watch for some areas now through 4 a.m. And here it is right here. So if you are in the pink area, that is a severe storm watch. Adair County, Washington County, Crawford County, Sebastian County, Sequoia, LaFleur, and Scott County. Those have a severe storm watch because we are tracking storms off to our west, and those look to be moving in. So I see a lot of comments coming in, and I do want to highlight tonight's severe storm threat along with the next couple of days because Sunday and Monday we could be seeing some severe storms. Yeah, Daniel Jones is saying, how is Rogers looking like tonight? Now, notice how Benton County is not in the severe storm watch. I think those storms might be south of the Benton County area, but potentially maybe moving in. A lot of uncertainties here with this forecast, and the models have not been doing a good job. Here's the radar right now. I do want to show you that. So we've got Northwest Arkansas, looks pretty quiet. Nothing going on in Benton County. Washington County is quiet. Pretty much the whole forecast area. Earlier during the evening, we had some pretty significant downpours in Logan County, Scott County, saw some hail, LaFleur County too. But we are tracking storms off to our west, and they were producing 4-inch hail. Now they've weakened, but if we zoom in, those are gone now, but earlier during the night, we saw, check out that right there. That is some pretty significant hail, destructive hail was seen just east of Oklahoma City earlier during the evening. Now, that storm is weakening, but that is making a line right into our area, LaFleur County. Some more convection forming north of that, south of Tulsa. So I wanted to give you an overview for tonight and show you Sunday and Monday. Here's the watch for right now. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just go through it all, and then I will answer questions because I'm sure there is a lot. Zooming in, you can see the counties highlighted in pink. That is a severe storm watch. So we've got headlines. We've got severe storm chances tonight. Storms possible even into Sunday morning. But the main threat for Sunday looks to be during the later evening hours. And Monday into Tuesday, I think that will bring the highest potential for significant severe weather, Monday into Tuesday. I'll show you why in just a minute. Here's the Walmart Amphitheater earlier during the evening. There was a concert, or actually a comedy show. It's over now. 72, the dew point 58. So the moisture content has not made it back to Northwest Arkansas. Here's a Dripping Springs view. Temperatures across the area are in the 70s. I do want to show you the dew points because this shows you where the atmosphere is primed for severe weather. We can see, yeah, even Fort Smith, the dew point is in the 50s. The yellow area, that is 70-degree dew points. I'm just trying to get the camera to follow me. Come on. Yeah, so the true moisture is further south in South Arkansas. For us, not looking too humid, but overnight that could be changing. Here are the forecasted dew points. Look what happens tomorrow on Sunday. Dew points back in the 70s. This is why Sunday has a chance for severe weather. And then look at Monday. 70s as well. Here's a future track for the evening. So here's right now. Models aren't really doing a good job with the storms because they're pretty much out of here. Got it. Let's go throughout tonight. Yeah, see, those storms are on a weakening trend, but it's just a model that could change. Now it has Sunday morning daybreak looking quiet. So I think the best case scenario is to have these storms come in, be just under severe levels, be on a weakening trend, and then we have a quiet start to our Sunday morning. But we have more than just this one model showing a different story. So I do see the comments. I'm just going to do the forecast real quick and then jump into the comments. A different look at what could be happening. See, this is a lot stronger. If this happens, we could be seeing some severe weather across the area. It's just a model. This is why we had that severe storm watch. Look what happens tomorrow afternoon. Those storms could be severe as well. Here is the risk for the rest of the nights. Let's get rid of that because the enhanced is gone. So the whole area still has a slight risk for severe weather. Here's the tornado threat. It is very low, but it is not zero. This is for the rest of the night. And here is the hail threat. That's the main threats. But I do think that that hatched area might be a bit overdone at this point. Now here's the upper level. We have this low pressure area moving through Monday into Tuesday. That's our best chance for severe weather. Here's another model for your Sunday showing pretty quiet day through around 4. And then once we get the instability, the peak heating, then we could be seeing storms moving in Sunday late afternoon, evening hours into the overnight potentially. And those could be severe. And then on your Monday, here's through noon, it looks quiet. I do want to show you Sunday's risk though. Here is Sunday, another slight risk for severe weather. All hazards once again on the table. Another day with another hatched area for hail on your Sunday. This is mainly for Sunday evening during the peak heating. And the tornado threat for tomorrow is a bit higher than tonight. We're in the low, still not zero. And we were talking about Monday. Here's what happens Monday. The significant tornado parameter, that looks to be in place. And that's why I think Monday has the best chance for severe weather. Here's another model showing those storms mean business coming in Monday. So these models will change from run to run, but as of right now, we're looking like Monday, late afternoon into the evening. That could be trouble for the whole forecast area, maybe even lingering into the overnight hours. But I do think, sorry that jumped for a second, but I do think by Tuesday afternoon, we should be drying out. Now, here's the day 3 outlook. It's an enhanced risk for severe weather. So that means that we could be seeing numerous severe storms. I actually have to update that. It says some severe. Let's make it say numerous. Because that's the verbiage for the enhanced risk. And again, this is not for tonight. This is for Monday. Monday, I think, has the best chance for significant hazards. And when I say significant hazards, I mean hail, 2-inch in diameter and over, so hen egg size plus. Tornadoes strong to violent, EF2 to EF5. This is for Monday. That hatched area, the high probability for the severe weather. And that's it. Those are all the watches. Those are all the SBC outlooks. You saw the watch. Now I'm going to look back at the comments and just break it all down because I know, and if that was confusing for anyone, just feel free to chime in. I know it's confusing for me, just going through all these boxes and just there's a lot going on here. So, here's from 11:25, so about 12 minutes ago. Seeing crazy orange spiderweb lightning off towards Springdale area about 15 minutes ago. Yeah. Um, cool. Yeah. Yeah. Appreciate the update, Kendall. Yeah. Hey, don't be worried about Monday, Blake, because we're going to be on it. If you have the Weather Authority app, if you have Weather Call Next Gen, you're going to be well prepared for severe weather. Okay. Marcus wants some excitement tonight. I don't want to see damage. I don't want to see anybody get hurt, but little bit of thunder and lightning can be soothing sometimes during the overnight. Yeah, see, Leslie, it's just a model. Now, even though the model shows nothing, earlier during the day, the models had storms blowing up everywhere across Fayetteville. But looking at the radar at this point in time, we can see storms off to our west. Let me put this map into motion. You can see those storms north of Tulsa kind of moving to the northeast, and those storms south of Tulsa moving more east, southeast. So I do think Fort Smith has a really good chance for storms tonight around 2 a.m. And we can actually do a storm track on these storms, just see how fast these storms are actually moving. Fast storms go about 30 miles per hour, so maybe 30, 35 miles per hour. I actually do a track and just right now I can just do that track and do it real quick for you to just give you an idea, because people are probably wondering about timing for the overnight. Yeah, I wasn't going to do a Facebook Live tonight. I was just going to do an app update and just say, here's the severe storm watch. We'll be watching it and we'll hop on if need be. But I just thought there was just so much to explain over the next couple of days. So just figured, why not just launch a live and just get you up to date with it. So let me draw this. Stand by. This is good. It's probably going like that. What do we think? It's not bad. So this has Fort Smith around 2:21 a.m. And I think that's a decent estimation. Oh, I'm not even sure. Sorry. Yeah. I was drawing this. So here is the storm track. So this has Fort Smith around 2:21 a.m. Poto 2:43. You can see the towns listed. I think that's a pretty good estimation of when these storms are going to be moving in. I'm actually save that as a new show element. Yeah, because here is the watch. All right, just look at the comments. Yeah, so Washington Regional Hospital. Tonight could be a pretty quiet night, but I'll be up watching it. I'm not going to bed till late. All right, Edward. Good evening. Yeah, so I do think Fayetteville might not see a whole lot of activity tonight, but tomorrow could be a different story. Yeah, so Oklahoma City got some destructive hail. Well, actually, just east of Oklahoma City. These storms seem to be on a weakening trend, but that being said, they could ramp up if that low level jet kicks in at the dew points climb. Let me actually get you a better look at the dew points. Stand by for that. Because I showed you the current dew points, and we're in the 50s, even for Fort Smith. But here's a future track. It has the moisture trying to return, mid 60s. That could be enough for a couple of severe storms. But look at tomorrow afternoon. That's when the true moisture comes in. And that could be trouble for Sunday afternoon, evening hours. But here's the watch. Great question, Brendan. Yeah. So, what is the instability looking like? That is what will determine if we get severe weather. See, right now it's really, really low. It is really low. But let's see what happens tonight. Stand by. Let me get future. Have to load it up. Might take a second. Let's look at the future instability real quick. Let's look at the HRRR short range. Let me zoom right in. Let me zoom in. Come on. Zoom in. See what happens. It doesn't have the instability returning until tomorrow. So tonight we might miss out on the severe storm potential. Yeah, so the wind calm unless we get storms, Pam. Southwest City, Missouri. I don't even have to look that up. Hold on. Nope. I can show you the risk for Monday. It's a big risk. So there's Missouri. Southwest City. Yeah, so you're in the enhanced risk for Southwest City, Missouri. So um we have to keep the guard up in Southwest City, Missouri. Yeah, nice. Yeah, I agree. Yeah, there are a few storms to our west. The severe threat has weakened some. I would agree with that. We just showed you the instability, but some strong, but some could still be strong and can contain damaging winds and some hail. True. Tornado risk, I do believe it is pretty low. Yeah, Benton County isn't in the severe storm watch, and it looks like these storms might be missing Benton County. Yeah, dew points are pretty low. Yeah, we just showed those. It sure has been a crazy storm season. Yeah, I'm about 10 minutes behind the comments, and this is a live update. It's 11:46. Just tracking storms. We have a severe storm watch. If you're just joining, here it is. Drinking my coffee, just staying up all night. Let me. So storms Monday and Tuesday. That looks to be the case. I mean, timing is all over the place. I think personally Monday late afternoon, evening hours, and then hopefully tapering off early Monday night. All right. Yeah, Jacob. I mean, moderate risk on Monday. Yeah, the dynamics are going to be pretty intense on Monday. We have we're already in the enhanced risk. Let's look at some things. How about the significant tornado parameter for Monday? We're zoomed way out, but come on, load. That's there. How about the energy helicity index? So this is a measure of the instability along with the potential for updraft to spin. So kind of some of the ingredients that we look at for tornadoes. Oh yeah. Look at Sunday off to our west. That could be a deal. Just reading the comments here. Yeah, yeah. Hope you saw it. I just talked about Southwest City, Missouri. Yeah, yeah. You're in the enhanced risk. You're in it. The whole pretty much the whole forecast area is in the risk, the enhanced risk. Yeah, I showed those a bit earlier. 70s, 70-degree dew points are back. Windows open tonight might not be a bad idea, but tomorrow night it's going to be a bit humid. Yeah, because right now the humidity really isn't in place. Yeah, so the models, just the model that you're looking at might be showing it, but the overall consensus and my light went out is telling me to go to bed, but we can't. The so we have this watch, and it doesn't quite reach Northwest Arkansas because the instability will most likely not make it back to Washington to Benton County tonight. Washington County has the watch, Benton County doesn't. Well, if you're in Tulsa, Bailey, those the bad storms are further off to farther. That's push-ups right there, off to the east. But I haven't been forecasting for the Tulsa area because we're Northwest Arkansas. But let's see what's going on over there in Tulsa. You've got more storms off to your west. Yeah, so be weather aware tonight in Tulsa. Yeah, they just don't get a break. Nope, not likely, but very low in threat. Not non-zero though. Yeah, James. See, if you're indoors, you most likely will not hear a tornado siren. Sirens are meant for people who are outdoors. So if you're inside, there's a good chance you might not be able to hear it. But we have other options. We have our weather app, and we have weather called Next Gen. It's a really good service, and I might mention that at the end of this live here. No, I really don't. I think the models are not doing a good job. All right. If we get storms Monday morning, will that help lower Monday night at all or no? Potentially, but I don't think Monday morning will have storms. Yeah, I do see people talking about tomorrow. Yeah, tomorrow we can't let the guard down for tomorrow for those storms potentially during the evening, Sunday. Just scanning through these comments. I'm about 10-minute behind. Oh, I hope it didn't freeze. Is the camera acting up? Because the camera has been acting up. If I'm freezing, feel free to leave a comment. Yeah, they could. Yeah, so storms tonight, they could leave an outflow boundary, then that could be a focus for the next day. Just reading comments, almost through. Almost. Are we frozen? Yeah. Yeah, was my camera getting nuts? All right. All right. Oh, and it just jumps. Yeah. Hold on. Yeah, so the enhanced risk is for Monday, unless they issue one, because they're going to be reissuing those later on tonight. That's Oh, did I say something again, Peyton? Shout out to Peyton. Peyton was here earlier. Okay, yeah, YouTube's good. Yeah, appreciate the comments here. Yeah, see, Monday, don't be scared about the hatched area because that right there is for all hazards. So it's not. So what we were doing earlier was so here's Monday. So we had the hatched area. We had the hatched area for significant hazards, and we're in the high. So that doesn't mean moderate risk. Okay. Um, Later on tonight, the day two for Monday will be issued, and it will have a detailed breakdown of all the hazards. And tornado might not be in the hatch; that might be west of us, but it might not. So, I would we won't be live when that happens. Hopefully not, but I would keep an update on it, and I'll show it to you tomorrow. I will show it to you the latest risk tomorrow, breaking all that down. All right. Yep. Don't be scared. Be prepared. All right. So I'm all caught up on the comments, and I'll show you why I launched live in the first place. Because tonight we have a severe storm watch through 4 a.m. But as of right now, the storms are well off to our west. And we did a storm track, and these could be moving into the Fort Smith area in a couple of hours. But the storms out to our west are actually weakening. Pretty soon, that warning right there, just south of the I-40 marker, that's going to be dropped off. So storms seem to be weakening to our west, but we still have this severe storm watch. And I'm going to be watching it closely tonight, and I'll hop back on if need be. But as of right now, the storms are west of us, and we can see that severe storm warning has been dropped out. The new outlook is out for today. Is it really? Let's see. I believe you, but it might not be up on my computer yet. Is this the day one? It kind of looks like the old day one. But let me go on Storm Prediction Center and see if it's out yet. Yeah, I don't see it being out yet. Did you go on College Do page and see it? Yeah, this is still for tonight. What'd I do? Oh, thunderstorm outlook. Hey, it's late. Yeah, the SPC outlook should be out later on tonight, probably like 12:30ish. Yeah, so we talked about Fort Smith earlier. I do think that's tonight around 2, 3 o'clock in the morning. You could be hearing some thunder, lightning, but as of right now, the storms to our west, they don't really look severe. Far west by Stillwater, those storms are severe. And look at this, by Ponca City, those storms could be moving towards northwest Arkansas. So we just have to play it by ear. It is midnight. Good morning. Yeah, not too concerned about. Or hold on. Yeah, P Ridge tonight could see a few storms. Not worried about severe weather as of right now. Okay, so the whole hatched area, it's not unprecedented. You know, it is May in the you know the South. We get tornadoes, we get severe weather pretty frequently this time of year. So Brandon, don't be scared about the storms. Just have a plan in place. So if you don't have a shelter, um, our website knwa.com has a list of shelters across the area. And if you have our weather app, we'll give you updates. So we'll give you notifications on when the storms are coming. And we also have another service. And I did say I was going to mention this earlier. It's called Weather Call Next Gen. Okay. And that's the old one. Here we go. All right. So, yeah. So if you go on knwa.com, there is a list of shelters that you can go to. Yeah, just reading comments. But here is what I wanted to show you. So, weather call next gen, hyper local alerts. So it will only alert you if you are in the polygon. Okay. You get calls, texts, emails to subscribers only within the polygon. Shelters should be on the front page of the website under quick links. At least that's where I put it. Peyton put it there. Tornado confirmation calls. It will call you if there's a tornado that is confirmed. Extreme thunderstorm alerts. Notifications for storms with hurricane force winds or golf ball size hail. And also calls to landline phones. That's clutch for rural locations with poor cell service. Yeah, so Sunday, I do think we could be seeing storms in the morning, but I think the worst of it will be during the evening hours. All right. Yeah. Yeah, this is really good. Now it is paid. It's I believe it's $15 a year. So that's like a pretty much $1 per month, which is really worth it. Yeah, Edward knows. Yeah, weather call next gen is good. Okay, so that's what we're doing. I'm watching these storms. I'm not going to bed, but but we have a severe storm watch, and I'll be watching it, and I'll be back on here if need be. Yeah, so tonight I wouldn't be crazy worried. Just notice that we have the severe storm watch. Okay, the days that the severe storm threat is higher is going to be Monday or Sunday evening and Monday. Yep, just reading the comments. Yeah, so I'll be watching these storms tonight. We have a severe storm watch through 4 o'clock in the morning, and if need be, I will be back on. And all right, so tonight, can we go to sleep? Well, if you're not in this severe storm watch, I would say you're fine. But I would have a way to receive alerts tonight because there is that potential that we could see some severe storms moving in. But the threat isn't very high tonight, but it is there. The the tornado shelters are too few and far between in NWA. I think I might just leave for the day. The threat is so great. Um, yeah. If you really don't have a safe spot in your home and you have family that have a safe spot, so that might be a better option. But you just don't travel in the storms. Like if there's storms happening, don't leave your place and get out in the storms and go somewhere else because that is really dangerous. Yeah. So 12:07 a.m. live update. Tracking storms off to our west. Severe storm watch in effect through 4 a.m. If these storms enter the area and it is worth doing a live update, I'll do it and let you guys know about it. But until then, I'm going to sign off. And tomorrow, just be weather aware. Be weather aware on Monday, and we'll let you know. Until then, stay safe, and we'll be watching it.